Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here. I'm at you with another Baseball Stars binder video, part of my binder collection series. This will be should be M through I believe O. Yeah, M through O for these players. Again, all in alphabetical order. Should be no duplicates unless I messed up somehow. Should just be parallels and things like that, but just all alphabetical order players I like, players who are stars currently from the past, you name it. And hopefully some of these guys will move out into the Hall of Fame binder. We're coming near to the end of the stars series before we would go into the football binders, so pretty exciting. We're getting closer and closer. So our first guy that we have in my binder here is Manny Machado. And again, if you are new to this series, I did do this previously about a little over a year ago. I had to sell some of the collection, pay some bills, and decided to try and do it again. So I've been working on it this year, and this is so far what I got. So some guys you may not see that I don't have cards of yet, or just have very few. But I've been trying my best just to collect as many cards as I can of them. I ran out of pages, so there are actually other cards in these boxes underneath the album, but obviously I can't put them in there because I don't have enough binders or pages, so we're slowly working on that as well. I got Trey Mancini. He played his way back into my binder. I had him in there previously, then took him out, and then he had for a shortened season he did pretty well. So we'll see how he does next season and see if he stays in there. But for a 28-year-old playing the Baltimore Orioles, he's doing pretty good. We got Mr. Roger Maris. Of course, some people think that he might get in the Hall of Fame, but I don't know if, I mean, he had that incredible season, 61. I don't know if the rest of his stats really are Hall of Fame worthy, but we'll see. Nick Marcakis recently inducted into my binder here, so we got 3 Orioles within the first 4 pages. Mr. Nick Markakis is probably the current player, besides Miguel Cabrera, it's closest to 3,000 home runs. I think him and Cabrera right now, so we'll see if he gets there. Starling Marte. Went to the Miami and really helped their offense, helped them get to the playoffs there. Dennis Martinez, really underrated pitcher. It's getting a little bit of attention on the senior committee for the Hall of Fame voting. Honestly, I think he was pretty good. I think he should, but I'm not voting, so I mean, he passes the threshold that they're looking for now is over 200 wins. He had pretty much a sub, I think 350 ERA or 360 ERA, so I mean, I'd say he's pretty good. JD Martinez, that's kind of a down year. We'll see if age is what's going to slow him down here, or if he'll have a comeback in 2021. Tino Martinez. Definitely gotta make sure he's in there. He was pretty good for his time. Victor Martinez, another good player for a while. Hideki Matsui, I still don't have very many cards of his. Just those 2. But we'll add more as we go. I got Don Manley, Donnie Baseball. I really think he should be in the Hall of Fame. I think the only thing that's holding him back is that he retired kind of early. But honestly, I think his stats are good enough for that. But that's just a baseball fan speaking for you. So I got Joe Mauer. Probably will make the Hall of Fame based on standards of catchers nowadays. Lee May I decided to add into there. Had a lot of power. Could hit pretty decently, so won't be very many cards of his, but he's worth putting in there. Brian Mccann. Got Andrew McCutchen. There is a lot of Andrew McCutchen cards. Just to forewarn you, there's over 100. So have a lot of Andrew McCutcheon. I bought like a whole lot of his. And I got a few more in a few days ago, but they're all duplicates, so I couldn't put them in. So I guess I'll just stick around in boxes for a while till it comes to give them to somebody or something. And when I do get duplicates, I do try to look and see if maybe the card's slightly in better condition than the other one that's already in there, and we'll switch it out, but usually they're about the same. Hoping he can stay healthy and have a good finish to his career, because he's 33 years old. So how many more years does he have left to him? You never know. I think implementing the DH rule in the NL and the AL might help him out a little bit. So we'll see. Fred McGriff, Crime Dog, another guy that should be in the Hall of Fame. But I think he'll get in the senior committee one of these days. I think that's the best move for him, going against a lot of other players to get enough votes, is go to the senior committee. But he should definitely be in. Defense and offense was superb for him. Mark McGwire got a lot of Big Mac cards. I had quite a few in the last binder. There's less than was before, but there's still quite a few of his in this one. So it's pretty nice. Even got checklists in here. Andrew Miller. Oh, wait, Jeff McNeil first. We got one card of his. We have his rookie card. Andrew Miller has put together a pretty good career as a reliever after changing from a starter. Pretty much everybody gave up on him, but not the Indians and the Orioles. Yadier Molina. Got quite a few of his as well from a Cardinals lot that we bought from our eBay store that I like to buy from a lot. In Design. Raul Mondesi. Got a couple pages of his. Got Mr. Justin Morneau. I was a big fan of his when he came to the Rockies. He'd always kill the Rockies when they played an interleague play, so I was glad he was not batting against us. But I got a nice jersey card there with the stripes. That's really cool. Max Muncie. Put together a pretty stellar career so far after pretty much being forgotten about when he's on the Oakland A's, and all of a sudden comes the Dodgers and hits the ball a ton. So really cool. Thurman Munson passed away sadly in a plane crash, I believe it was. Really in the prime of his career. Honestly, he should be in the Hall of Fame just with the stats he has. But he definitely would have been. Bobby Mercer, another good Yankees player. Passed away a few years ago. I think it was cancer, if I remember right. Dale Murphy, another guy who can be in the Hall of Fame. I think the thing that's keeping him out is that he kind of slowed down his productivity after his MVP season. I think it was 88 or 87. So that's kind of, I think, the only thing in my opinion that really affected him. Daniel Murphy, a late bloomer, but done pretty good things from the Mets and the Rockies. Mike Napoli, liked him as a player when he came in the Red Sox and Rangers. Pat Neshek, I've had to put him in here. He's been a pretty good reliever. Of course, great guy, so he belongs in here for sure. Greg Nettles, great defensive third baseman, still had a pretty decent bat. Don Newcomb, very cool one right there. He passed away, I think, recently, in the last couple years. Aaron Nola, he's in there for now, but he hasn't been doing so well for the last couple years, so we'll see. I think next season, see how he does. Shohei Ohtani, he also hasn't been kind of lackluster. We'll see as well if he can keep up. John Olerud, another guy I think should honestly be in the Hall of Fame. Great hitter. Al Oliver, could also make a case for him for the Hall of Fame in the senior committee. Oh, first I actually got Tony Olivo there. 3 cards. That's what's hard to tell through this camera. if I'm looking at the page or if I'm looking through the page. So got Matt Olson. It's been pretty good, solid first baseman for the Oakland A's. Paul O'Neill, Yankees legend. Got a decent amount of his stuff. Maglio Ordonez. Got a few cards of him recently from the White Sox lot. Got Big Poppy, David Ortiz, future Hall of Famer. Second DH to be inducted, hopefully. Roy Oswalt. Pretty good pitcher. Also kind of came up a little bit later in his career, but had solid numbers. Decided to add Marcell Ozuna. He's really been tearing it up the last 3 or 4 seasons, so I think he deserves to be in here. The only thing he's about, I think he's 30 now, so we'll see if he can keep up his productivity still. So, and I think that's it. So yeah, Marcell Ozuna ends off the page or the binder. So thank you guys for watching with me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. More to come. I think we'll have P through R, I think, next. So stay tuned. Bye.